Hello and welcome to Asake Online. My name is Lesley Moyo. The name of the program is Fix My City, where we focus on service delivery issues affecting the city of Bulawayo and the rest of the Matabeleland region. In today's program, we visit Lobenvale suburb on the outskirts of the city of Bulawayo to speak to residents who are concerned about a deep trench which was dug by the Bulawayo City Council in preparation for the laying of sewer pipes. But the project was started in 2015 and up to now it hasn't been completed, and the deep trench is causing problems for the residents as it is encroaching into their houses. One particular family, the Manyonga family that we spoke to, now have been being forced to relocate because their house is just a few meters away from the trench, and for their safety they said that they've been asked to look for alternative accommodation. We also managed to speak to other residents who appealed to the City Council to attend to the problem, and so that they remain safe and that the property is not affected by this trench. Let's get to hear what the Manyonga family as well as the other residents have to say about this issue.
Yes, I'm Edson Manyonga. I am here in Lobenvale, where there is a City Council trench which is passing through, going to Umkuza Sewer Safe Center. The trench is a hazardous place to our living here. It's very close to my house. I can see, I've already lost some dogs, some chickens. Also, I can't even go out leaving my family while they are facing such type of a danger. The trench is, to estimate, it's about 12 meters deep, and as you can see, it's affecting all my activities. I survive on horticultural activities. I do poultry, and my fowl run is near the trench. The City Council guys are saying they don't even know when it's going to be closed. They are not sure because there's a dispute between them and the contractor. But when I call them nowadays, they are responding. They are coming and to inspect. So finally, I'm still waiting for their answer to say what should we do. But the risk is for the human life and my livestock. In brief, that's what I can say.
And when was this trench dug?
Yeah, this trench, it's almost 7 years now while we are looking at it. The guys, when I asked them, because my first question is, when are you guys are going to close? They don't even know. They are saying we can't really tell. We don't know when this trench is going to be closed. So at the end of the day, I'm someone who doesn't know exactly now what to do with my family, as it is a very risky.
And when they were digging it, did they tell you why it was, why they were digging it and when the project was supposed to end?
Yeah, when they started the project, they came to us as a development. They said they are going to put a pipe, a sewer pipe. As you can see, there are some pipes across. Mm-hmm. We thought it's a development which is coming in through the area, and we accepted with the neighborhood. But at the end of the day now, when it's taking over 6 years now, this is the 7th year, we are wondering why such a development would take such long. They didn't tell us exactly when it's going to be finished. So we are now scared to stay at our house.
And you're saying earlier that you're supposed to move. How does that make you feel? Because obviously you've stayed here for a long time, you've developed this place.
Yes.
And you've used a lot of money.
Correct. There are a lot of risks involved. The movement could be there because I'm no longer left with any other option. But I bought this place because I love it. Moving, it's just an option to say, what should I do when these guys cannot close their trench? But otherwise, it's not something which I would say it's a priority, because I have survived from here, and I bought this place when I had an idea to say I want to reside here and do my projects. So movement is because they have failed to give us a correct answer of saying when is this trench going to be closed, thereby leaving us at risk to say if you don't move out, you can't make a decision on your property.
And moving out, who's covering the cost of maybe having to look for another place to stay? Is it the city council, or you have to bear the cost yourself?
At first, they gave me an option. It's still at infant stage. They said, like right now, I should look for a property to rent while they are deciding on what's next step to be done. I'm still waiting for them. But currently, I'm looking at some places where I can get probably in the area, somewhere where I can stay safely with my family while they are deciding. But just because they said they don't know when this is going to be closed, I'm left with no choice than saying if they give us somewhere where I can move, I would take that option automatically.
And if you're moving, which means you have to pay rent for yourself, or they are willing to cover that for you?
They said they may pay for some time now, but if we agree on some certain terms, they will be able. They will just give us somewhere where we should stay, and at the end of the day, we'll sit on our own. That is if we do a direct swap with them.
And obviously, it might take a long time, but
definitely, yes.
Maybe in terms of compensation, if they considered to say if they're moving you, they have to compensate you maybe with an area which is almost as the size of your area, of your land.
Yes, they said it's we have to negotiate. They gave us an option. They are still deciding on some options that we have to negotiate, where I will have to view and them offering, then we agree. After I agree with them, then I would go and take the place which will leave us stay safe. Because like right now, the challenge is if I happen to have an opportunity, if an opportunity comes to say, that's the only thing asset which I have, I can dispose of it to go and grab that opportunity. I can't. No one would want to buy a property like this when you don't even know when it's going to be closed. It's very unsafe property. Thereby also it's depreciating our developments. My house, as you can see, my ball here, they are all affected. So at the end of the day, no one would want to pay more on such a property which was developed. So I'm looking at a situation whereby those guys, they should come up with their valuers and be fair, so that we can go somewhere where it would let us free to stay freely without any hindrances, to say, no, I can't make a decision while I'm at our house.
As a community, maybe have you come together to because you are not the only house that is affected?
Correct.
But have you maybe formed a committee or some association to engage the city council on this?
Of late, we had not yet done that, but with my neighbor here, like last weekend, we had about almost a 3-hour meeting. We had not yet sat down. Since of late, we thought it's a development which would take a shorter time. So currently, I think we need to come up with such an option so that we can go together. So currently, we had not yet sat down with the neighborhood to discuss about this. And I was thinking to even go as far as to look for the councillor to discuss about it. But of late, when I'm calling the city council guys, they are responding well. I wanted to see how far are they going to go with the issue which we are discussing currently. Because I'm the most affected in terms of my house. Currently, the meters which have taken from the trench to my house. Even my neighbors they always come here to ask, how are you? Are you safe every now and again? Because they have seen the danger at my place is more than other affected neighbors.
But obviously, in terms of losses, have you ever had cases where someone falls in or livestock?
The livestock, yes. I've lost an unaccounted number of chickens which have fallen in. The dogs, we have lost more than 15. I've got a case whereby I reported to the Sourcetown police station when I lost two of my German Shepherd puppies which I had bought, which I wanted to breed for my security. I even reported the case. My case for this property is reported. There is a police report, and the city council I have reported their references about it. So they said they filed them for the compensation, but I don't know whether it's going to come up. The effects were not as here. Because Patakatofara completely. They even said I should not. I wanted to connect my tabs from the council to the well. So far, we've got more than 3 meters, as you can see. But with that deep cut, we don't know where it's going to end. Otherwise, gradually, it will end up affected because it will weaken the trench from the trench. Well, it's 30 meters deep. And this one in the area, that's the thing which made me to buy this property. Because water, you don't finish water from this. As you can see the diameter of it.
Yeah.
This was dug erosion time. When I viewed this property before I bought it, I said this is an asset. This is more than a house.
Ngizothanda ukukhuluma ngegwadi leli abaligebhayo for ama-pipes abalokhu bengakalivali. Khathesi liluhlupho kithi because khathesi asakwanisa ukudlula nxa sisiya ngale, and sometimes abantwana bayadlala duze lalapha singababonanga, maybe ngelinye ilanga bengawela khona la singazange sabakhangela. Plus ezinye izindlu lapha eziseduze lalapha kungabuya izulu uqalisa ukwenza i-erosion, izindlu zabantu lama-lokhuzeni azawela. Nje uyabona ukuthi ijura wall seyaze yawela phakathi khona phayana, and abantu be-city council baphomba ukucheck-a kuphela but abaku-consider ama-lokhuzeni ama-problems ethu. Sometimes inkukhu nazo ziyaphapha khona lapha zingeni sithole sezifile phakathi.
Never first to ukansela yenzeni ngohlupho lo
Ukuthi nxa bengaqaqedi ukulungisa izinto zabo, at least befaka ama-fence or something, or behle beligqibele nxa bengakwazi abafuna ukuyenza.
Mina igama lami Precious Sibanda, ngihlala lapha ku number 7 Sourcetown. Ngilapha nje besikhangela ukuthi ngibona, I think it's 2017 or 2018 belungisa indawo leyo sithi bezafaka ipipe phansi la, but sokungani sokufika ku 2021. So igodi leseliyingozi ebantwaneni negodi ukuthi seliyingozi ezindlini zabantu, ukuthi otherwise nxa kungagcwala amanzi kuyakwanisa ukuthi kuwele kumbe kucine sokungena amanzi okuthatha izindlu zabanye abantu ezisebaceleni eduzaneni khonapho. So into engasasiphathi kahle nayo ukuthi ngabe kumbe kulelungelo ukuthi ngabe kumbe kuyagqitshelwa nxa bengasehlulekile ukulungisa, or either kuthunywa abanye abantu abakwanisa ukuthi belungise becontinue umsebenzi lowo, ukuthi khona continue ukufaka ipipe leyo efuna ukwenzakala ngesikhathi befuna ukwenza khonokho.
Lina lapha ehlala khona akulazi nje sezisondele eduze legodi.
Kule one isitshedele but yafa indlu yakhona uphahla phezulu, so asikwazi kumbe indlu yakhona ikhansila yeza kwanisa ukuthi silungisele kumbe sokukahle kuphele kunjalo siluzile kunjalo asinto ke singaziyo khona kuhamba nje.
Ilike lakhulumisana labo mhlambe selibona ukuthi igodi le selilethe uhlupho yini?
Hayi asikakhulumisana baba bazocheck baphinda bahamba, but asikayizwa ukuthi ngkhona bona ngokuchecka kwabo lokho abakwenza bebuya ngabe kulento abayicabanga ukuthi bezakwenza ukulungisa kumbe hayi. So lokho kusele kunjalo kule question mark.
Lina belifisa ukuthi benzeni?
Thina vele sifisa ukuthi ngona ngayibe kumbe bakwanisa ukubuya bezoqedisa umsebenzi wabo at least kungcono umsebenzi wakhona uphele kuvalwe igodi leli ngoba kuyingozi futhi ebantwaneni abantwana bathi behamba bakwanisa ukuwela phakathi la singafikela ingozi ukuthi abantwana bakwanisa ukuwela phakathi ngoba bebengazi ukuthi kwakuyinto enjani kwenzakala.
Alikalahlekela mhlawumbe impahla yenu kumbe izifuyo eziwele phakathi?
Sake silahlekelwe nje singathi inkukhu kuphela ezaziwele phakathi ngoba qinise sidojwa inje yabe ingene ngale ngaphakathi kwakhona. So into yake silahlekele khona.
You've heard from the Lobenvale residents speaking about the challenges that they're having with this deep trench which was dug by the Bulawayo City Council way back in 2015 in preparation for a massive project where they were laying pipes for sewer works. But the project has not taken off and the residents are now being affected as their properties are now in danger. And you can also contribute if you have any challenges with service delivery in your area. Remember, you can send in your details on the number appearing on our screen below. Take a photo of the challenge that you're having and then you post it to us. We'll be able then to come to where you are and talk to you as well as to engage the relevant authorities. My name is Lesley Moyo. Let's meet again in the next edition of Fix My City.